Please do not scroll past this moment. My beloved child, for something holy is moving around you, in the quiet. In a way, ordinary eyes cannot easily perceive. I am calling you to remain in this moment, not to make you afraid or rushed, but so you may recognize that heaven is bending near to your life with powerful care. You did not come across these words by accident. You were not led here by some meaningless current of an ordinary day. I have placed this reminder before you like a gentle bell, awakening the faith that was once covered by weariness. There are doors of favor being prepared, pathways being opened, and unexpected abundance being arranged by me in my timing. What I have promised has not been forgotten, and what I am doing in you cannot be stopped by the past seasons of delay. Take a deep breath, my child, and let your heart become still before my presence. Heaven has not been silent before all that you have endured. I heard your prayers in the very late hours, when no one was beside you to understand the anxiety pressing heavily upon your chest. I saw the days when you tried to stand firm, though the circumstances before you seemed determined to pull you down. I saw you smile while inside you carried so many things you could not yet speak aloud. I know the times you wondered whether you had been forgotten, whether the promises were still meant for you, whether good things would truly find their way to you after so many seasons of waiting. And today I say to you, you have never been forgotten. Your name is still before me, and the things that belong to you in their appointed time are still being preserved by me. Beloved child, what is coming to you is not ordinary in the way you usually understand it. It is not only an outward change, nor merely a passing joy. I am preparing a deep reversal, where the things that once weighed down your heart begin to be set back into order, where the paths that were once blocked begin to open slightly, where the lack that once frightened you will no longer have the right to rule your thoughts. Invisible hands are clearing the way. Obstacles are being removed by me, and barriers that stood before you for too long are gradually losing their strength. You may not yet see everything with your eyes, but deep within, you have already sensed that a shift is beginning. I know the purpose within you has been attacked through many seasons. There were times when you almost forgot what you were created for, because pressure, disappointment, and the words of others covered you with a thick cloud. There were people who did not understand the light I placed in you, so they underestimated you, doubted you, or caused you to doubt yourself. There were doors that seemed to open and then close again, promises that seemed to come near and then move far away, opportunities you prayed for that appeared to keep being delayed. But my child, delay is not a sentence of condemnation. Many times I hold you back not to reject you, but to protect you, prepare you, and make what is coming not only arrive quickly, but arrive rightly, cleanly, sustainably, and in peace. Listen to me carefully. You do not need to fight for what I have appointed. You do not need to strain yourself to prove that you are worthy to be blessed. You do not need to chase glittering things that cause your heart to lose its rest. When I open a door, I also give you the wisdom to step through it. When I draw provision near, I also teach you how to steward it. When I place opportunity in your hands, I also want your heart to remain soft, pure, and grateful. The abundance I am preparing does not come to pull you away from me, but to help you understand more deeply that I am your Father. the one who cares for you not only in seasons of lack, but also in seasons of overflow. Perhaps you have heard promises so great that your heart both wants to believe and fears disappointment. I understand that. I know the wounds left by times when you hoped and then felt let down. I know there were moments when you tried to protect yourself by no longer daring to hope. But today, I am not calling you into illusion. I am calling you into trust. Trust is not always a strong shout of joy. Sometimes it is simply a quiet decision that you will not let the past define the future. Allow hope to live again within you. Not a blind hope, but a hope placed in my hand. The hand that preserved you through the longest nights and is still leading you toward the light. I am surprising you in ways you have not planned. It may come through an opportunity you did not expect. It may come through a person I stir to help you. It may come through an invitation, a career door, a new idea, a confirmation, a restoration within your family, or a flow of provision that is released after a long season of being blocked. Do not confine my blessing to one single shape. I can use something small to begin something great. Use one conversation to open a journey, and use an ordinary moment to mark a new season. What matters is that you remain near to me, listen to me, and walk with discernment. The chains of fear are being removed from you piece by piece. Doors of peace are opening. The voices that once told you that you would remain in lack forever, remain delayed forever, remain outside what is good forever, are losing their authority before the word I have spoken. I did not create you merely to live in survival. I did not call you to keep bowing your head beneath the weight of anxiety. I want you to step into stability, where you are no longer controlled by fear of tomorrow, where you know how to steward what is given, and where you become a source of support for those who are weary as you once were weary. Therefore, be watchful but do not panic, expectant but not hasty, open-hearted but do not lose wisdom. I am setting you apart for something deeper than the attention of the world. I am reminding you that your purpose is still alive. My promise is still in effect, and my timing is still approaching. Even though you once thought it was too slow, stand firm in the light. Let peace guard your heart. Let gratitude open the way for maturity. When what I have prepared begins to be revealed, you will not only weep because of joy, but also because you realize that throughout all the years of waiting, I never left you. My beloved child, you have been called to this moment to remember whom you belong to. You are not abandoned in the current of life. You are not invisible before heaven. You are not the one forgotten at the end. I have seen you in the hidden place, kept you through seasons when you thought you were about to collapse, and prepared things you cannot yet fully understand. Now, continue walking with a faith that is gentle yet steadfast. Delay is no longer allowed to steal your hope. The doors I open will carry the mark of grace. The things I give will come with peace. And when the new season touches your life, you will know that everything was arranged by me with love, with power, and with mercy that never runs dry for you. There are provisions that were promised beforehand, resources that were once blocked, doors that were once delayed, and portions of inheritance that seemed to be held beyond your reach. But in this very season, I am commanding them to be released. Beloved child, You were not created to sleep in lack, wake in anxiety, and pass through each day with a heart weighed down by what is not enough. I have seen the nights when you calculated in silence, the times when you tried to remain calm under pressure, the moments when you had to hide your weariness in order to keep moving. But I say to you that the season of financial drought has no right to last forever over your life. The blocked streams are being opened. The delayed things are beginning to move. The places that were dry are being touched by me with abundance from my loving hand. You are not here to beg as one who has no father. You are here to receive as a child who is loved, remembered, called by name, and prepared. There is strength in your quiet obedience. There is power in the small steps of faith you held on to when no one was watching. There are actions that may seem very ordinary, but in my eyes, they are a holy agreement. You continued to believe when circumstances had not changed. You continued to sow good when your heart was tired. You continued to pray when the answer was unclear. You continued to stand firm when storms tried to bury your hope. These things have not been forgotten. I have seen your waiting. I have heard your cry. I have known the seasons you endured in silence when no one fully understood the price you paid. Now the trumpet of victory is sounding in the spiritual realm, not to make you proud, but to make you recognize that I did not ignore your plea. Heaven is moving in a way greater than you imagine. There are hands that will be stirred to help you. There are decisions that will be turned in your favor. There are delays that will be undone. There are resources that will find their way to their rightful address. Those who once doubted, underestimated, or thought you would remain trapped in lack will have to be silent when they see my hand lifting you. I do not raise you up so you can take revenge on anyone, but so your life may become a public testimony that my faithfulness is still alive, still powerful, and still able to do what humans cannot do. I am not teasing you with false hope. I am reminding you of what has been written in my intention for you. What I have prepared is not as fragile as a temporary emotion, nor does it depend on the approval of people. Your finances are being touched by me. The burdens of debt are losing the right to threaten you. Your hands will no longer hold only lack and fragmented worries. They will learn to hold provision with gratitude, wisdom, and humility. You will be given not so you may boast, but so you may bless. You will be expanded not so you may store up in fear, but so you may sow in love. What I place in your hands will carry purpose, and that purpose will be greater than your own comfort. I am preparing you for stewardship in my kingdom. This is not only about having more money, more opportunities, or more favorable numbers. This is about the training of your heart, so you may use what I give in the right way. I do not want the blessing to take you away from me. I do not want abundance to cause you to forget the days when I kept you in narrow places. I want you to step into fullness with open hands, with a pure heart, with wisdom that knows what to keep, what to sow, what to build, and what to refuse. You will not only be pulled out of struggle, you will become an answer to the prayers of others. Someone is crying over something you will soon be able to help them overcome. Someone is praying for support that I will place in your hands to carry out at the right time. Your overflow will lift others out of the places where they once grew weary. I will make you a flowing stream, not a closed pool of water. I will teach you to give without being drained, to help without losing boundaries, to be generous yet wise, humble yet steady. The pain of your past is meeting the promise of your future. The years of lack you once witnessed, the cycles of struggle that passed through your family, the fears that were carried from one season to another will no longer be allowed to continue as before. I am setting you as a turning point. Through your life, the old cycles will be cut off. Through your obedience, a new path will be opened for those who come after you. The poverty you saw while growing up will not be a sentence upon your children. The unrest that once covered your home will not be the atmosphere the next generation must breathe. The old stories of struggle, lack, being stuck, and fear will be rewritten by me with restoration, peace, and wisdom. You are the place where I am putting an end to unhealthy cycles in your family. You do not have to carry the past as an unbreakable chain. You are called to rise in my light, to speak through your very life that grace can change a current. That one person who knows how to trust me can open a new road for many others. The miracle coming to you is connected to finances. Yes, but it does not stop at finances. It will touch your emotions. So you no longer live in fear every time you think of tomorrow. It will touch your mind. So you are no longer controlled by old scripts of failure. It will touch your family. So peace has a firmer place in your home. It will touch the generations. So those who come after you inherit freedom instead of only inheriting anxiety. This is my mark upon you, my approval, my reward for the heart that remained faithful through the storms that tried to make you collapse. Not because you are perfect, but because you did not let go of me when everything around you tried to make you doubt. Therefore, do not hesitate before what I am confirming. Do not stand far away and look at the promise as though it belongs to someone else. Receive it with pure faith. Let your heart open before my goodness. Let the old fear fall from your shoulders. Prepare to steward the new thing with humility and obedience. The window of miracle is opening over your life. Not so you may chase after glamour, but so you may step into a season of being restored, equipped, and sent out as a source of blessing. I am moving. I am releasing. I am bringing what was held back into the place I appointed for it. Beloved child, stand firm, for the season of divine repayment has drawn near, and what I open, no darkness can close. You are not alone, for even tonight I am placing the watch of heaven around your home, around your heart, and around the path I have appointed for you. Beloved child, there are hours when you think you must hold everything up by yourself. Keep your own peace, protect your own hope, and carry responsibilities no one truly understands. But I say to you that you have never stood alone in this battle. The things I have sealed with my love and purpose cannot be torn apart by darkness. The promises I have placed upon your life are not so fragile that they can be cancelled by delay, slander, exhaustion, or schemes you cannot see. I am preserving what belongs to you, and when I preserve, no hand can steal it through secrecy or false power. Your hands are about to hold evidence of divine provision, not merely as an outward sign, but as confirmation that I have heard, seen, and acted I see financial doors being touched. I see notifications that bring relief. I see confirmation letters, unexpected calls, invitations that open opportunities, matters being settled, approvals arriving at the right time, resources being redirected toward you in ways you could not arrange by yourself. I see your name being mentioned in places where you are not present. I see hearts being stirred to remember you, help you, support you, and open a way for you. You may not yet see it all with your eyes, but I am working in rooms you have not entered, in conversations you have not heard, in decisions that have not yet been delivered into your hands. I see you finally resting, breathing deeply without feeling as though everything is tightening around your chest. I see you no longer living merely to get through each day, but beginning to live with peace, clarity, and gratitude. I see the smile returning to your face. Not a forced smile to hide pressure, but the smile of one who knows they have been carried through a long season, and this does not begin at some distant time you cannot reach. It begins when you believe again. It begins when you stop letting weariness speak in place of my word. It begins when you stand before your circumstances and say by faith that I am still providing, I am still guiding, and I am still completing the good thing I began. Do not doubt simply because this has taken longer than you expected. Waiting is not proof that you have been forgotten. Silence is not proof that I am not acting. There are things I have held back until you are steady enough to receive them without being ruled by fear. There are transfers I did not allow to come sooner because I was protecting you from burdens you were not yet ready to carry. But now you have passed through seasons of sowing in tears, seasons of praying in weariness, seasons of trusting when nothing outwardly testified to that faith. I saw you continue to stand firm. I saw you sow good while your heart still hurt. I saw you hold on to faithfulness in the hidden place. And the reward of that endurance is being sent according to my timing. The transfer I am preparing for you is not only material, but also the restoration of peace, dignity, and hope. You will not only receive something that helps you pay a debt or resolve an immediate pressure. I want you to step into a new way of living, where fear of lack no longer rules every decision. I want you to steward with wisdom, receive with humility, give with generosity, and build with integrity. What I give is not meant to feed greed, but to testify that my hand can make a way in places that seemed blocked. It will not be delayed beyond the time I allow. It will not be denied by those who have no authority over my promise. It will not be redirected away from you if I have called it to its rightful address, even when you feel unqualified. Remember that I do not bless you based on a perfect record or the harsh standards the world sets. I look at you with mercy. I know where you stumbled, how confused you were, how many times you blamed yourself, and how often you doubted yourself on weak days. But those things do not cause me to withdraw my love. I do not wait for you to become perfect before I care for you. I do not wait until you have no more questions before I make a way. I give grace because I am a kind Father, because my plan over your life is still alive, because I know what you were created to become. You do not need to shrink back before the blessing. Receive it with gratitude, and let gratitude keep you closer to me. You may not know how it will come, nor from which direction the resources will appear, But you do not need to see every road in order to trust the one who leads the way. I can use an opportunity once forgotten, a refund, a debt being released, an unexpected adjustment, someone stirred to help, a new job, an illuminated idea, a timely connection, or a door that seemed closed but is now being opened. The means may change, but the source remains me. Do not worship the pathway through which the blessing travels. Look up to the one who sent the blessing. Do not cling to one single way and become disappointed when I move differently than you imagined. I have thousands of ways to provide, and none of my ways is impoverished by human limitation. What I have begun will be completed without any interference being able to destroy my purpose. Darkness may have tried to diminish you because it saw that you were drawing near to a new season. It may have used delay to discourage you, pressure to rob your peace, and lies to make you think you were unworthy. But beloved child, what is against you is not greater than the one who is with you. The things once built to frighten you will not be able to stop the restoration I am bringing. I am untying knots, opening pathways, softening hearts, bringing clarity where there was confusion, and calling the necessary resources back into their rightful place. This is not a coincidence, but the beginning of restoration in your life. The harvest is closer than you think, not like a passing shower that quickly stops, but like a flow I open to nourish what you have sown in secret. The sky over your life is not merely opening slightly. I am pouring out support, wisdom, peace, and provision at the right time. Stand firm in faith, but also walk in discernment. Open your hands to receive, but keep your heart humble. Rejoice when the door opens, but do not forget the one who held the key from the beginning. You are not alone. You are guarded, remembered, loved, and guided. What I have prepared for you will come in light, in peace, and in my perfect timing. Blessings are about to pursue you, not because you have run fast enough, but because the time I appointed for you has drawn nearer than ever before. You will no longer have to exhaust yourself chasing what I prepared long ago. You will not have to stand forever before closed doors, knocking until your hands ache and still hearing no answer as before. When I command the way to open, the doors will move by my authority, without you needing to overexert yourself. The places that were once silent will begin to release good news, and the places that once disappointed you will become places that bring hope. The paths that were once hidden will light up before your eyes, clear and easier to walk. And the things you once thought were overdue, too late, or too far out of reach, will be brought back by me in a more beautiful form, at a more fitting time, carrying a deeper peace than you have ever felt before. Beloved child, I do not want you to keep crying over unpaid bills, delayed dreams, or quiet worries that weigh heavily on your heart whenever you think of tomorrow. I see every tear you have shed, every sleepless night, every thought that has worn you down. I am lifting you up right now, lifting you out of fear, out of the spiral of debt, out of the vague fog that has made it hard for you to recognize the next step. I am giving you clarity, little by little, so you no longer feel lost. I am sending you gentle confirmations, Small signs, yet enough for you to know that you are not moving in the wrong direction. Something within you will begin to grow still. Not because the circumstances have completely changed in one moment, but because my presence is restoring order within you before I restore order around you. When the inside of you is healed, the outside of your life will also gradually change in ways you did not expect. Continue walking in faith. My precious child, do not let what you have not yet seen cause you to doubt what I have promised. What you once prayed for in tears, sometimes without even being able to clearly name it. I heard completely, not missing a single word. There are prayers you thought you uttered by accident, but before me, they were recorded with love and deep care. There are desires you hid away because you feared another disappointment, because you feared hoping and then hurting again. But I still kept them in my hand, protecting them until the right time. And now, what you once waited for is no longer as far away as you think. The miracle is not only moving toward you, it has already begun to touch the threshold of your life, knocking gently, so you may prepare to receive. I am placing my mark upon this time, and nothing can stop what I have established. No circumstance, no person, no delay can change my plan for you. You have no idea how many traps were set to make you give up right before the breakthrough appeared. You do not know how much noise tried to pull you away from focus. How many fears tried to make you doubt my promise. How many delays tried to convince you that you had been forgotten. There were times when you felt as though everything was against you. But in truth, I was still quietly protecting you from things you could not see. Yet you remained. You still listened. You still chose to believe one more time, even when your heart was sometimes weak. And that quiet obedience broke something in the invisible realm, opening doors you did not even know existed. Delay no longer holds the same authority over you as before. I am bringing the miracle into the right timeline of your life, in the right place, at the right moment, in the right way, so that when everything unfolds, you will know it was not coincidence, but that I myself went before you, protected you, preserved you, and led you to this moment, the moment when you will realize that every waiting season had meaning, every trial had purpose, and every good thing is drawing nearer than ever before.